Thanks, Manprit, for arranging this. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, Aditya, in this workshop, what we'll do is like we'll work on a practical project. So we'll take a challenge and then work on it. So it will go parallelly with the theory part also. So basically, we'll take a challenge. I'll discuss that today in this session. So we'll take a challenge and then understand that challenge and then use the UX process to create the solution. So we'll do that. One more minute and then I'll start.
More thing, actually, I like your logo typography.
Thank you.
That is really awesome.
Thank you so much. So you should learn that too also, like understanding UX process is important, but also how to brand your stuff, how to, package your content. So that's also part of the UX. So do learn that too.
Even typography works a lot.
Yeah, it does. It adds up to the messaging and your experience. And in this workshop, don't take it as a free workshop, though I'm not charging anything, but take it as a serious one, because you will learn a lot. That's one thing, but take it serious. If you'll start taking it seriously from the today itself, so you will have a good prototype at the end of the workshop. Like at the end of like 12 to 14 or 16 days, like we'll see like how it goes. And at the end of the workshop, you will have a real prototype. Prototype means like a working model with you. Okay, and I'll walk you through like what is the process and how to build different case studies so that you are ready with a real project. And whenever you're going for interview, you can show that and like and explain like what is the process that you followed and so on. Sorry?
So should we carry a pen or paper also?
Today not required. So I'll explain everything, whatever you'll need. So I'll put in the group also. But at the end of the session also, I'll talk about like what are the softwares or like what are the stuff or like homework that you need to do, right? And the session will happen 2 days a week. So that is Sunday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. And I've kept it 1 hour because in my previous workshop it was 2 hours and people used to get bored in 2 hours. So that's why I've kept it 1 hour so that the interest remains and people get sticked to the content and like the exercises or like all the discussions that we do. And try to ask questions in between. Like if you have any questions, just like raise your hand and I'll try to answer those questions. I think I should start now. Okay. So, a very warm welcome to everyone. And in this complete workshop, I mean to say like 12 to 16 hours workshop, I'll try to explain what is user experience and how this user experience process can be used to create engaging and like very memorable products. Okay, and when I'm talking about product, I mean to say digital products. So we will create products that is delightful, intuitive, and the product that has stickiness in it. So we'll try to see like how we can create that. Okay, so this is what we'll cover at a very high level. So basically we'll understand like what is user experience design, and we'll understand why it is important. One, for the business who is initiating the process or creating the product, and also like what things needs to be taken care of from the user point of view, like what are the user goals, how do we understand that, and so on. And also understand what is the digital ecosystem. When I'm talking about digital ecosystem, when you're creating problem, it's not just like one solution for one channel, be it like mobile or any others like the web. But when we're talking about digital ecosystem, it is available on all the platforms. So that's mobile, website, or if required on different kiosks, TV, and so on. Right. So we'll try to understand like what can be done for that, and then we'll also understand like what are the different UX process that we follow. That is called as user-centered design process, and also what are the different artifacts that we create at different stages of the process. So we'll try to understand that. So this is the theory part that we'll try to understand, but along with that, or we'll start today itself. So we'll start or create a real project we'll not take it as just a theory class, but we'll work as if we are working on a real assignment, and then we'll take that real assignment and then use the UX process, understand the UX process, and then use it to create this digital product, right? And at the end of this workshop, what will happen is, like, as a UX designer, you will learn how to create one positive, the second is the engaging, and the third is the productive experience of your product. So this is what we'll do in this like 14 to 16 hours workshop, right? So those of who knows me, like, it's good, and those who don't know me, like, I'm Manprit Kalsi. I'm a user experience design consultant and UX strategist. I've got around 2 decades of experience. I started as a graphic designer, went on to become a big worked on in different agencies, digital agencies, and design studios, and after that I worked with different startups also. Like, I was working as a part of an incubation team, wherein, like, we used to work on different ideas of different startups. Like, startups used to come to us, and, like, we used to ideate with them, do a lot of brainstorming sessions, and then create their products. So that is what we used to do. Like, I did a lot and after that I led a team of UX designers, graphic designers, and tech people. And the team size was like 25 plus. So I've handled those two, and along with that I've also worked with large tech companies in tech teams, like to the size of like 250 people in one team, and worked in agile environment, lean environment, and now I'm in Dubai and working here as a UX consultant and a strategist. Take care of digital products, web and the mobiles. So this is me, and these are the different channels where you can follow me. So if you're interested in knowing more about me, so you can follow here. And the last one should be important for you. That's the Meetup group which I have created, wherein I conduct weekly sessions. So you can follow that group and see, like, whatever. Basically, I talk on different topic, a new topic every week on Saturday at 9 p.m. So you can join that, learn something, and if it's valuable, it's good. Basically, I try to talk on something that's very important, and like that people don't talk much about. So that is me. And now let's get to the point. Okay, so what I have done is, since this will be a practical approach and you'll have to work on the real application, so what I have done is I've taken some brief or challenge, or so I've taken some brief and challenge, and you can follow any of these, or you can create your own. But you'll have to submit what you're working on by like next 1 or 2 days. Okay, so these are few of the topics. So you can select any, or you can define your own. So the first one is designing an audio video calling and collaboration platform. So you can create a platform wherein, like what we are doing here, WebEx is one of the platform. Similarly, Zoom is another platform, Google Meet is another platform, and they offer, like, one is audio calling, the second is video calling and collaboration, screen sharing, whiteboard, and so on. So this is the general solution that we have in the market. But since you'll be working as a UX designer, what else can you bring onto this? What innovation can you bring? What creativity can you bring and, like, innovate and evolve this product? So you can take this challenge, or if you don't like this, if you don't want to work on this, then you can. I will got like I think like 18 to 20 solution challenges. You can take any of this. The second is creating an easy checkout system, that is payment type, that can easily be integrated with an e-commerce system. So you must have seen, like, whenever you're paying some utility bill or some other kind of bill, you see different kind of payment methods. One is like credit card, debit card, internet banking. Apart from that there are different gift cards or points and so on. So can you innovate on something else? Can you define something else or create any other payment type? So think about that, and if you can create or work on this challenge, do that. The third is basically we all use this Netflix, Amazon Prime, and so on. But in order to use or switch between the two, we need to go to do 2 different apps or 3 different apps and so on. So can you create a solution or a app wherein once I have registered, I can easily switch between them or access their content? So if you can do that, if you like this, you can work on this. The next is create a community for adventure and travel lover. This is very simple. It's basically you can create community. You can they can be different groups who can come and they can register, they can join, or they can create their own community and so on. So you can work on any of these. So that's another challenge. The third is create an expensive tracking app for better management of personal funds. So basically you can create a tracking app, expense tracking app, like what you're spending, where you're spending, and so go creative, like think of anything. And so like if I'm talking about expense tracking app, so can you link it to the your basically bank account or any other thing, like just be innovative, even if it's not technically feasible, or like you have to take a lot of permissions from different bank, a lot of groundwork is required. It's fine, like we're not building the real solution, we're just trying to innovate and see like what we can do. So go crazy. Okay. Yes, Ashi, we can take a real world problem and work on it. So these are few of the options I'm giving you. Rest you pick up your own and then create a solution. Yes, you can do that. Yes, Dina, you can do that. Okay, so then next is designing a home automation system for controlling all smart devices at home. So basically smart home and smart automation. So you can create solution for that. And then you can create on-demand app for booking mechanic and garages for car repair, maintenance, pickup, and car wash, and so many other things. So you can create an app for that. Pick any, whichever you like, but you'll have to seriously work on it. And then the other one is like a platform for renting bikes and cars. So it will be a platform where like if I have a bike, I can register and onboard myself and my bikes, and I can rent it on hourly basis, like monthly, weekly, and so on. And in this, like you have to define everything. What should be the onboarding process of the user and the bike providers or the car providers, and what are the documents that you will take, what are the verification that you'll do so that the user is genuine and you can track him later on. So those things, what brainstorm, how you can brainstorm, like what ideas can you bring here, and like how you can create the unique solution. So just think crazy, go crazy, and create a solution. And there is no right or wrong here, because we are just ideating, we're just learning, and we are just exploring. And the right idea or the best idea comes only when you start going crazy and you start thinking out of the box. Okay, and then the ninth one is a mobile app for foodies who love cooking different types of meals. So mobile app where I can go log in, I can see like what are the other people, what are the community people doing. If I like some recipe, I can watch that, I can create my own meal, and then I can post the video. So basically a full community for the food loving people. Use this, or create a Meetup platform for book lovers where users can join, create their own club, and promote events. So this is for the book club, book lovers. Then the other is news app. So basically curating news basis users' interest. Suppose I'm more inclined towards politics, so I can go onto the app, I can create my preferences, and I can define like, okay, I want news related to from India, from US, UK, XYZ, and then basis that, what will happen? Personalization will happen, and the news will be shown to me. So this is one concept. Then design a website or a app for a training or a school academy. So you can take this also. Like what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to teach something, conduct workshops, so and different courses. So you can use this also, right? Similarly, cloud-based document backup and management system. You can use this also, wherein like what you can do is you can create a system wherein like automatically your files get synced to the cloud, and there you can manage your folders and everything. So you can do that everything there, like Google Drive or Dropbox and XYZ. So you can create your own solution. Next is designing a question and an answer platform for college students. So this is related to the college students. If they have some questions about career, if they have questions about some subjects, XYZ, so they can come onto this platform, ask questions, and there can be like mentors who can guide them, answer them, and so on. So you can opt for this. Then the next is redesign a banking app. So you might be like users of different banking apps. So and all are not good. So what can you do to like improve that experience? So you can pick this. And the other is invoicing and billing platform for small businesses. So this is basically wherein you can create a platform which should be very, very simple to use, because what I've seen is like the invoicing and the billing platforms, what we currently have is very complex. So how can you simplify that experience? So try doing that. And then platform helping others to discover new places book local guides. So basically, platform like suppose I am the traveler. If I come onto the app, I can see like, okay, if I want to visit India, like what are the different places where I can go, and suppose I want to go to 3 different places. So are there any guides available in that location? I can book them straight away through the app. So this way, or the last but not the least, you can improve the usability of any existing digital product that you're not satisfied with. So if you're not liking some product, if you see that there are a lot of bad experiences, or the design is not good, or it's very complex, so how can you improve that? You can take any example. So that means like you can take any real life challenge or the example of the real product, and then create or redefine the solution so that it is more usable and useful. So these are few of the topics. I'll share these topics in the group. So you can pick any topic from this 18 topics, or you can select your own, right? And Adidev, you had raised your hand. So do you have any question? And guys, I just want to check, like, is everyone okay with English, or I should talk in Hindi also?
The one question I have is,
Yeah.
do we also require to do some research kind of thing, like user
Yes.
research and the requirement gathering?
You will do everything. You will do everything A to Z. So it will be like working on the real challenge, as if you're working. Consider me as your employer, and a teacher. Okay, both. And so basically, when I'm giving an assignment, so that time I'll become an employer. So I'll challenge your solutions. And whenever you're stuck somewhere, I'll try to guide you. So basically, both an employer and a mentor or a teacher, right? So but take this seriously. Sure. मैं हिंदी भी बोलूँगा और English में. So I'll try to like talk in both, okay? And sure, I'll talk in both. Perfect. So, but do take this workshop seriously. I already know, like, see, I'm just trying to share my knowledge and experience, and it's not the knowledge that I have or from one company or 2 company. I have like I've worked in like so many different companies. If you'll check my LinkedIn, I've worked in like 8 to 10 or more companies, and I've gathered a lot of experiences. I have the experience of working with very different companies with different work cultures, following different work methodology and so on. So basically, I've worked with a lot of good teams, bad teams, and I've learned a lot from them. Okay, cool, Justin. So that is what I'm saying. Like, try to take this workshop seriously, and if you'll take this seriously, by the end of like my classes, like 16, 14, 18 classes, so you will have a real working prototype with you, and you can use it to display in your portfolio. And so that's why, like, what I'll do is I'll share this. Sorry, what is it? Okay, so I'll share this like 18 examples, or like the problem statement, and then you can use any to create the real. Okay, the previous slide. Yeah, this is the previous slide. Pratap. And everyone will work individually, no groups, because in my previous workshop, what happened, like people used to like put the not the blame, but like they were not able to coordinate properly. The collaboration was not happening properly, and people are not really able to like create that right product. So they were like some stuck in between and so on. So that's why like I'll ask everyone to work individually. And why individually? Because you will learn more, because this is not a test or something, or this is not an interview where you will fail or pass. You are here to learn. So once you start learning individually or experimenting individually, if you have any question, any doubt, anytime you can ask me. During the day, I might be slow in answering, because I at the time I might be at work or will be at work, but after work, I'll surely answer each and everyone's question, right? And tools, yes, I'll explain after this session. So what all tools you would need, but that will come at a later stage. Don't think about the tools right now. You will just need pen and paper, and or a pencil paper, and that's it, like, for the time being. Okay, so I'll share this initiatives or the problem statement, and you can use any to create the solution. Okay. you should go see and explore a lot of products and see like what's working with them, what not working, be it physical product, digital product, and what are the things that you don't like about that, or what are the things that you like about it. Take one pencil or pen, paper, start writing about it, like what you like, what you don't like, because you will learn more by writing. So start writing. Always keep, whenever you're working or write or studying, always keep one paper and a pen and start jotting it down. Yes. Yes, Khushbu, I'll share this with everyone. I'll share all the topics with everyone, and also like other things also after this session. Okay. Now, so see, you are trying to be a UX designer, right? And you can be a better UX designer only when you start understanding the business. So understanding business is very important. Understanding why the business is investing money to create a particular product, right? So though we call it as a user experience design process, like, or a user experience process, here the key is also understanding like why the business is working or creating that particular product. So you need to play the role of a businessman also here, and this role is generally played by the product owner in all the companies. So here what we'll do is, in this workshop, you will play the role of both a product owner who will judge the solution, who will evaluate whether you're doing it right or wrong, and the other is the user experience designer. So you will work or play two different roles here, right? So this is one model, like business model canvas. This is a very, I like this model because this is one page document where you define everything about your product. You define like what is the idea, who are the different stakeholders, how will you sell the product, how will you generate revenue, or what are the different channels through which you will deliver the product, right? What are the different customer segments, what are the different activities or the services that you will offer through your product, and so on, and the revenue streams, cost streams, everything. So once you will understand this document, it will become very easy and you will be very confident about your product, what you're trying to build. And then using the UX process, you can, I can guarantee you, like you'll start building like very usable and a very powerful product. So let's understand like what is this business model canvas. So business model canvas is a strategy tool to quickly and easily define and communicate a business idea or a concept. It also helps plan describing how a business intends to make money. So these are the 9 different boxes, and I'll share this document with you. You can start defining. I'll not guide you for the time being, like but you can go back. You can just start. There are like a lot of questions here. Just try to answer those questions. Don't take a lot of pressure. Just like simply do basic thinking and start writing whatever each box talks about. Okay, so there are 9 different focus areas. If you're able to churn this up well, or like define this up nicely, that means like your product has real power. Okay, so I'll share this document, okay, after this session. So you should try to fill this up, and see, I'll be a strict mentor also, like at times. Okay, so because I want you all to learn, I want you all to have a real project at the end of the session and at the end of the workshop. So I'll be strict at times. Okay, thank you. So I will be strict at times. So please don't take my words seriously. But I want everyone to learn, everyone to be a good UX designer. And I'll tell you, like, the competition is huge. Though the industry is evolving, there are a lot of companies focusing on this user experience, but the competition is huge. You will see, like, in this group itself, there are like 100+ people, right, in the WhatsApp group, and there are like so many other places, other people who are like doing or following similar kind of like conducting similar kind of workshops, and there are so many people learning UX. So the competition is big. So you need to define your own USP. You need to be very unique, and your portfolio should be very good. Your thought process should be very good, and you can achieve that only once you have a good understanding of the entire process, and also if you develop the business side of the product management, right? So we'll learn that everything in this workshop, right? You're welcome, Pratap. And so since I work with a lot of business people, that's why I'm sharing this, but you'll not learn about this business model or the project management and so on in other UX workshops. So, but I want you to become a business person also, and think from the business side of you. And also the user point side of view is very important, but thinking from the business point of view will help you evolve as a good designer, as a good businessman, and also if you're working as a freelancer, then this will become very powerful, right? So why do we use this business model canvas? Because it provides a quick overview of the business model, whether your business model will work, not work, and everything. So it becomes a very quick overview of the business model. Second, since it's in a visual format, it's a visual document, it becomes very easy to understand like what we are trying to achieve. Second, it is easier to edit and it can be easily shared with employees and stakeholders. It's a one-page document. You don't have to write like extensive like 30-page document. So it's one-page document defining clearly what you want to achieve. And okay, so one is like easier to edit that we talked about, can be used by large corporations as well as startups with just a few employees. So basically, this is like this can be used by any company irrespective of the size, and it clarifies how different aspects of the business are related to each other. So since there are 9 different boxes, so if you fill that means like you're covering everything about the business or the project and so on. And alternatively, you can also use this as a template for brainstorming session. So basically, you have the 9 different models or the focus areas, and when you're then there in the meeting or the discussion or doing the thinking, you can start having discussion or ideating on each focus areas. And once you'll do that, you'll see that your concept will start evolving. You will have more clarity of why you are doing this X, Y, Z, and so on. Right? So do go through this business model. This is a very important business model, and you'll not learn much about this at different places. Even in the theory or the even if you take different classes, you'll not learn about this. So please focus on this. This is very important from the user experience or design point of view, but also from the business point of view. Understanding how the business, how you can make or by changing the experience or creating a better product, you can impact the business. So having that clarity is very important for the UX designers. Because what will happen is later on when you have crafted the solution or you are revising the experience, people will evaluate your new design in different terms like the revenue or the engagement, time spent on the app or design, and or the time spent on completing a task, XYZ. There are so many different things that the business can evaluate on, the success of the refined design or new design and so on. So that's why understanding from the business point of view is very important. Okay, so what's next? So now can you start? Okay, like what we should do is first, what are the different challenges that you want to pick? Let's. So pick up the solution and any of the challenge, and if you have any question, you can ask me. Because from the next session, what we'll do is we'll start working on the solutions, on the real solutions. So if you have any of you any question about any of the topic or any of the challenge listed here, you can ask me, clear your doubts.
So the first one, can it be like Zoom, or can it also be very close to a TikTok?
It depends. Like it's your product. What are the different things that you can bring onto this? See, if you create another Zoom, like nobody will come and use your product, right? Because Zoom is a big company. It's a big company, and for the normal people, 40 minutes is like enough.
Correct.
Yeah, and you will have a tough competition with Zoom, or there are other platforms also, like what I'm using, WebEx or GoToMeeting. There are so many different platforms. But what is one other thing, or 2 different other things, or like what is that USP that bring about difference?
Correct.
So that's why, like I'm telling, that's why I've kept it very open. So think about what you can bring onto this. What's unique? It could be, I don't know, like it could be what? I don't know, like I can't think of that right now. But what is that different, unique thing? Right, so just do a lot of brainstorming around that.
One question I have: can we choose our own topics? Because what I feel is, because I am really happy to choose a topic where I can help the physically challenged people, like the autism
Yeah, please go ahead. Please
kind
go
of kids.
Very good. That's a good topic. So you can you should choose that, and you should, if you're stuck anywhere, like if you're not able to understand something, do touch base with me. Like contact me. I'll try to help you out. And if this becomes a good product, we'll try to build this product. And one more thing, like everyone. So if I like any of the product, I'll try to, like, not me, but I'll try to, like, help you out build that product also. We'll try to hire some developer and some design we all can do together. But if anyone is, like, able to create a very nice product or a nice idea or a nice concept or a unique concept, so I'll try to, like, help him create a product also, real app, like, we'll try to build the real app together.
Right, because I am thinking in that way where I can help the kids who are not mentally. I'm talking about the special kids where they require the care.
Sure.
So how can we provide the medical facility to the easiest way to them?
Sure. And when you're creating that kind of product, what you have to consider is, like, though the target people is the kids, but they will not be the user of your product. User of your product will be the parents or the teachers.
Yes, right? The parents and the caregivers, and also the therapist. I mean the doctors who will provide the therapy to you.
Sure. So these are different user groups or users, okay, of your product. So you have to think.
So there are three
everybody's point of view. Yeah, perfect. So these are basically your personas of the app.
Yes.
Okay. This is a perfect thing. So please. So I showed you that document. So try to fill that document. Try to answer all the questions. And like, you will have some clarity of, like, what you want to do. But once you answer all the questions mentioned in the document, your clarity will increase, and you will have complete understanding of, like, what you want to achieve, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So there was another question. Let me see the question. I am not understanding anything. It's going above my head. No, don't understand anything. Just, like, attend the sessions. You will in next 2-3 sessions you will learn. You will understand, like, what's happening. Okay. So don't worry, like, and you can message me privately. You can message me on my WhatsApp. You can talk to me. I can guide you, like, after the session also. Like, so don't run away. We stick to this workshop, and by the end of workshop, you'll be proud of yourself. Okay. So what is the next question? I am thinking. Okay, regarding OTT platforms, what are the research I have to do? So we'll talk about what are the research, what we need to do. But let's do that. Talk about the research in the next session, not in this session. And but as a homework, like, what you have to do is you have to just fill that document. And for the document, you don't need to do any homework. Whatever is there in your mind, whatever you can answer, like, try to answer that. Okay. And regarding OTT platform, what is the research here? I am unable to. Okay, I'm thinking to design an app where people can take mock interviews of each other. A lot of us want to take mock interviews before going for an interview, but we don't always have people from the same field to do so. That's good. Make that. And if you need clarity, you can talk to me. I've already worked on similar kind of app, so you can talk to me, message me anytime, any time of the day. Okay. So Prasad. Agriculture business, I mean selling crops and cattle online. Good, that's a good concept, that's a good idea. And I can give you an example of one of my friend. So he's, like, very senior, like he was 1 year senior to me, and he's an author. He was corporate trainer, like motivational trainer and so on. And now he's doing the same thing what you telling me, like he's selling the agricultural products and raising the cattle and so on, and dairy farm and so on. So basically, and he's making crores and crores in that, So this is a very good concept. So try to build an app around that, and you will in one way help all the people, all the agricultural or the farmers in India or anywhere else. I'm thinking of redesigning IRCTC app. Would this go be too big for my first project, or should I take it anyway? Because take it anyway. So if you want to work, so take any complex app. Don't worry, just take it. Even if you're not able to complete everything, even if you're not able to complete the full app, we'll focus on, like, few of the modules. Like if suppose the app is about, like, 100 different modules. We'll stick to like select 5 to 6 and then work on it, refine it, improve it, and create it. Okay. I missed some video, so can you share the video? Yes, I will share the video after the session. It will take like one day. I'll have to edit it before I share with everyone, because I'll have to delete few stuff wherever we're talking, wherever the messages are coming. I'll have to cut that. Okay. How to define a problem? How I know but it's really hard to find something new and to explain specific things. It's not difficult to find a problem. If you'll just start evaluating from morning till the evening, you'll see that there are hundreds of problems. It's only that we ignore in our day life, right? So अगर आप देखोगे तो there will be like a lot of problems that you'll see. So, and you will learn how to find problems also. Okay, I have an idea for farmer where they can know who is growing what, so that they don't overgrow crops and face problems due to oversupply. Again, this is a very good idea. Please go ahead and work on it. Right, this is a very good idea. But you have to see like how you can you'll also have to think from the business point of view. Like suppose you've created the product, how will you onboard the farmers, and what are the different steps that you'll follow? So in this workshop, you're not just working as a UX designer, but also as a business person. So think from that point. Okay, I can understand this task. We are the designer anything. So okay, like I think like I should explain that. So see, this user experience is not just about creating the design, the UI, the visual, in Photoshop, Sketch, or so on. UX, user experience process or user experience design is the process of understanding the challenge, and then understanding or talking to the user, doing the research, and understanding is that real problem or not. Validating this statement, validating the problem, and once you understand that yes, that's a problem, real problem, then you start doing the ideation. You craft the solution, and it can be in the form of just sketches, rough notes initially, and then you do the prototype. You don't have to create the final design. Okay, so that you can, even if you don't do that in this workshop, is fine. But you should have that rough sketches in this workshop by the end of the workshop. And I will teach you how to create prototype also. Even if you are not able to understand, it's fine, because this is your first workshop, right? And okay, yes, this will help you, because you'll be working closely with the UX designers and UX copywriter. They need to understand the design process. They need to understand or understand the insights or the output of the research. Suppose there are people who are involved in the research. They come up with the learnings and the insights, and they present in different formats, because generally they do that in the form of personas, empathy map, affinity diagram. There are so many different things that we create in this entire process. So if you want to be a UX writer, you need to understand and read and see like what's there. Like you should have a good understanding of each artifact, and that's why like it's very important. Siddharth, yes, I will share the YouTube link. Don't worry. So I'll also talk to you after the session. And perfect. Okay. So thinking of an app where we can watch events where the movie will be streamed at the same time on our phones, and we can chat and talk about. This is a good idea. So that OTT platform, what I was talking about. So now what's happening is like when you're basically you can watch the movie or anything when you all are physically present at one place. But this is a good thing, like virtually connecting and then watching. This is a nice idea. So please, once you'll start understanding, or basically once you understand the problem, then you start doing the research. And I will explain you everything, like how to do the research, what are the different research methods, and what is the exact process that we'll follow. So like suppose in this, like I will recommend to pick a topic about which you don't have any understanding. That will help you more. So pick any topic, and then I'll help you how to do the research, and then what are the steps to follow, how to talk to the people, what is the literature that you need to review, and everything. Like suppose I'm working on some technology about which I don't have an understanding. What will I do? I'll start learning about that, and I'll give you a real example. So I was working on a home automation app around like 2013 or 14, and at that time the Internet of Things was very new, and I had very limited knowledge about it. So what I did, I started learning about it. I started reading about it, and then what I did, I went to the tech person in my or the tech lead in my team. I sat with him for hours and hours and tried to understand what it was all about, how digital communication happened, what were the technologies behind that. So you'll have to connect with the right people, take the right download, and then use that learning or the knowledge sharing that you had, that you took, or knowledge gathering that you took to your product. And we'll do that in this session, don't worry. Okay, anybody else? Any confusion or anything that you want to clarify on these 9 topics? I'll move to the next ones. And I think like we have only 10 minutes, so I'll share that canvas model with you. Don't do any other thinking. Don't think about like what will happen in this workshop. Just start writing. On or answering those questions. That's it. Take a printout, start writing it, or you can even write in your. There are 9 different focus areas, so you can write in different documents or PowerPoint, anywhere, like, you know. And then we'll discuss in the next workshop, in the next session. Yeah, Armin Kalra, perfect. So you can work on the Training School Academy. That's good. So basically, what you need to do is, look, you need to first do the research, understand what are the different programs that you want to offer, okay, and also understand like is there a real need, like, and then package your product accordingly so that people or the students can connect to that the courses and so on. So we'll talk about it in the next session. Okay. How much time we have? We have 8 minutes. So I think like I'll stop here, and if any of you who wants to share about himself or like introduce yourself to everyone here, so you can go ahead, you can unmute yourself and share with everyone. And can you expense tracking system? Okay, Neha. So expense tracking system is basically suppose I have a bank X, I have my account in bank X, and every month I receive X month of salary. Now, where do I spend, or like what amount do I spend at different things, like be it education, housing, then miscellaneous expenses, food, XYZ, you know. So we'll have to research and find the right category, and then you'll have to the app should help the user track and see like, okay, so I'm spending 20% of my salary on clothing, I'm on, or buying different types of accessories, or 10% on digital products, like or technology products, XYZ, you know. So those things. So basically an app that will help the user track and see where he is spending the money and on what categories. And it could be for week, month, year, and so on.
It's a kind of wallet tracking system.
So it depends. So basically, what I mean, see again, this is a very open topic. You can explore and define it. So my thought was, what I will do is I'll connect this app with my banking app, and then what expenses I'm doing using my card, credit card or debit card. So it will automatically sync with that app, and app will tell me like, okay, like 15% I'm spending on groceries, 20% I'm spending on education of my kids, and 10% on traveling, 15% on travel. Travel means to say like vacation, XYZ, you know. So those things.
One cool topic I also have is according to the corona pandemic. I mean, it's just a suggestion if anybody would like to pick up is the voice assistant ATM machine, because you know we are using going in the ATM and touching the button, so we can build up a system where we can use through voice we can get our money.
That's a good idea.
Or what we can do is we can connect that ATM with one mobile app. So when we are in home, then we can put our PIN and the amount in that app, and it will take a less time. And when we went to the ATM, then in a second we can get our money, because already we filled the ATM PIN and the amount in the app, and we just need to add only one PIN number to the ATM machine.
That's a good idea. Yeah. there can be some QR code or something, like
Yes,
basically
yes, that's it.
NFC
Yes,
or something.
that's
So,
right.
that's good idea.
So it will, yes, so it will take a lesser time in ATM room,
Yeah.
because I can see that there is lots of hacking system. Hackers are working for ATM. They put some kind of gadgets where
Perfect.
we are putting our ATM card, so we don't need that. We just need we can connect the ATM to our mobile app, and we can fill the pin and amount, and we just need to scan one QR code over there, and we can get our.
So this is a good idea. I think. Can you put that in the group, like just basic 2 lines about it?
Yes, I will.
That's
If
great.
anybody would like to take
Just
it,
put in the group. I'll also put all these 18 ideas in the group, and along with that,
yes.
whatever other ideas you have, like you can put in the group so that people can if someone likes one idea, they can pick it and like work on it, right? And what else? So this is this, and okay. So do you want to give your introduction to me, or like it's fine just being invisible?
So yes, actually, myself Prashant Gola, and I have approx 11 years of experience in the design. So I start as a faculty in Arena, and right now I'm working with the lead product designer with Harman International.
That's good. That's good. Very nice. Good to have you here. Yes. Dina, so OTT means like over the top. So basically, like all the movies are getting released on Netflix, on Amazon, and so on. So these are basically the platforms wherein OTT platforms basically it's called as. Okay. So I mean to say was like we can create an app connecting all the OTT platforms, right? And then people can, instead of like going to different apps for watching the movies from different platforms, you can have one app, and then just straight away from there itself you can browse and see like all the movies, and then watch it through one app itself, visiting different apps. Okay, so what was the question there? I like to go with OTT app, like connecting with Netflix, because nowadays all these resources. So I think this idea is good. Okay, what about you, and how I can start with it? How you can start with this, we'll discuss that in the next session. You just need to take one topic, and then how we are going to do that, just forget about that. I'll explain you in the next sessions. But what you need to do is, now that you have picked one idea, you need to fill that document. You need to answer the questions. Be it right answer, wrong answer, it doesn't matter as of now. We can change the answer later on. But try to answer those questions, and you will see that you'll start getting better understanding of like what you want to do.
Hi, Manprit. This is Tanushree here. So I had a query.
Yeah, Tanushree.
In all of these practical exercises, do I also have to, because we are in UX design, the user experience design, I understand that, but do I also have to take care of the backend? When I say backend, is it how am I responsible for also helping the devs in how would one thing communicate with the other? Like, for example, when you were talking about the expense tracker, the fact that your bank account is going to talk to your application, to tell the application the information, hey, this is what Manprit has spent money on, and the application takes that information and displays it. I don't think we could be involved in that, right?
No. So see, I'll refer UX designer with the director of a movie. So a good director is one who has good understanding of acting, lighting, cinematography, music, XYZ, right? So basically he is not a good actor, but he has an understanding of like what is good acting, right? So similarly, as a UX designer, you need to have some understanding of how technology works, how the coding is done. You don't need to be a developer yourself. You don't need to be a very good UI designer yourself, but you need to have an understanding of how the entire process works, what are the different peoples involved in the process, and how does one process or one stage of the process relates to the another. So that there is a better synchronization, right? So like I don't know much about technology, but when I work on any project, I go and sit with the tech people. I try to understand, and I try to tell them like, okay, so this is the problem statement that I've received, and I think like I'm after my discussion with the users and doing all my research and all, I figured out that the solution should look something like this. Then I go and ask them like, is it feasible from the technology point of view? And if they say no, then I try to ask them like, what is the workaround? What is the other route that we can take? Right? So I don't have to be expert in everything. There are other people who are there already there. So I just need to go there, have a discussion with them, try to understand, take it down, and then use that learning to improve my experience.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Also, just some, thanks for the in detail information. One more question I would like to have. So, so I just want to have a quick summary of our session today. So you've given us 18 or plus exercises, I would say, because we can choose if 18 are not suffice, and if I don't like it, I can select any of my own. And according to that, there's a form which you had shown us and a business model slide, business and model, according to that we have to. So that has to be filled in, and that's it for this session, and that's what is going to prepare us for the next session.
Yeah, and we didn't talk anything about the UX, user experience. What is the process? We didn't talk about anything. So that's normal question in English. You just need to answer that. If you're not comfortable in English, answer in Hindi. I'm okay with that. Because I know only these two languages, English and Hindi. So that's why I'm just asking for these two languages. So you can answer that, and then in the next session I will have discussion like this, and you will see that you will start having better understanding. One, from the business point of view, like why this product is, why someone is developing that product, and the other is your understanding will improve about the product, and you'll enjoy it. Like this is like I often relate this to the art and craft exercises that we used to do in our school.
Right.
This is a very fun profession. So basically, if you'll take it lightly, but if you try to be creative and like innovative, and then you'll start liking this industry, this particular profession.
Yeah. Thanks, Manprit. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Ruchi, you don't have to do anything as of now. Don't do anything. Just take that document. I'll share the document again, like just a minute. Okay, can you see the document? Perfect. So we have the questions here, right? So like, suppose you have created this OTT platform. So in the first section, what you will write? Who are the key partners? So key partners will be like different OTT platforms. So basically Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Wood, and XYZ, Z5 or so on. So these are all the partners. Who are the key suppliers? They themselves are the key suppliers, right? And which key resources are we acquiring from partners? What are we trying to take from them? This is normal English, right? So we'll try to take all the movies from them. How we are going to take that? That's a technology thing. So we don't have to think about that. Then what key activities do partners perform? What will they do? They will provide us with all the movies. So whatever is required from the technology point, they will do that, right? So this is one thing. And motivation for partnerships. So what will happen? Optimization and economy, reduction of risk and uncertainty, acquisition of particular resources and activities. So whatever you understand, try to answer. Because in the next session we'll discuss about this. And then I'll give a small intro about the UX process. Okay, and then what will happen is you'll start understanding and relating. It will become easy for you to relate each of this to the actual product that you're working on. And though it might be seeming you like too complex and all, but it's not complex. You will like it. You will how do I say? So basically, you will love the entire journey, and you'll be proud of you like once you're done. Once you have completed this workshop. Okay, so just answer this. That's it. Don't take too much pressure. Even if you're not able to answer certain things, it's fine, because in the next session we'll discuss this in detail. And after that, we'll start with the journey, UX journey and UX process. I will share everything. I'll share everything in the group, and I'll share everything. My only request is don't leave the workshop in between, or just attend the workshop, learn the process, and it will help you in your life. It will help you. So this is something that I have accumulated, the learning that I have accumulated over the years, and I'm teaching you in just 14 to 16 or 18 classes. But if you'll go out, learn in some institute, they will take around 6 months, 8 months to teach you all this. Because not necessarily once you have defined, because once you have understood why you're creating it and have aligned it with the user goals, after that you just need to focus on the user goals initially during crafting the product. Though you need to keep that, but don't as of now. We'll just try to first align it, do the proper alignment, do the define the right UX strategy, and then after that we'll just focus on creating the product. And that's why when creating the product, it means we will try to focus on the users and then craft the solution. Any other question, or we should end? It's already late. I think it's already 10. It's again this user-centered design canvas. So we'll talk about that also, when we're talking about the user experience design. So in the next session, we'll talk more about this. We'll try to understand since this first session. So that's why I've kept it just related to one topic, that's business model canvas, and it will seem very complex to you as of now, but don't worry. It's try to take this as normal English questions and try to answer from your point of view. Even if you're not able to answer, it's fine. We'll discuss that in the next session, and in the next session you will have more clarity of what we are trying to do. Because we have got 16 to 18, 16 sessions, okay, and then you will learn everything. You will become a real UX designer by the end of this workshop. Yes, for the time being, I'll also put that in the chat or the group, that we have to work on the BMC until that time, so that business model canvas, and we'll just try to answer a few of the questions. You don't have to write too much, just even 2 or 3 words for each question is fine. Chalo, then see you on Wednesday. You're welcome, everybody welcome, and good night.